In the name of Allah, Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome to the program Voices Through Verses. In today's program, we're going to listen to a recitation by Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar, verses 17 to 21 of Surah Ar-Rahman. First, let's talk about the biography of Sheikh Shahat Anwar. Okay, Sheikh Shahat Anwar was a very good reciter of the Quran. He was known as an innovative reciter of the Quran because he introduced many new ways of reciting the Quran using different Maqamat and different vocal techniques, and his style of recitation was truly unique. Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar was born in 1950 in one of the villages of the Wilayah Governorate of Egypt. When he was very young, he was able to memorize the Holy Quran. At the age of 10, he went to another village to learn the rules of Tajweed and Quran recitation under Sheikh Sayyid Ahmad Al-Farariji. By the time Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar had turned 20 years old, his fame spread all across Egypt. The Wilayah Governorate is a region east of Egypt. It's an eastern governorate. And many reciters, good reciters, were from this region, especially the governorate of the Wilayah, such as Sheikh Hamdi Zamil, Sheikh Saeed Abdul Samad Az-Zanati, and Sheikh Anwar Shahat learned a lot from these two reciters, especially Sheikh Zanati. Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar's skill amazed the listeners. He was very skilled in using the Maqamat, and his recitation was very beautiful. In 1979, he officially entered the Egyptian radio and later the Egyptian television. Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar visited many countries around the world. One of those countries was, of course, the Islamic Republic of Iran. When he visited this country, the people of Iran warmly received him, and they very much liked his recitation. And that is why, afterwards, many young reciters of Iran imitated the style of Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar. In fact, even in Egypt, many reciters after Sheikh Shahat Anwar imitated his style of recitation. For example, Sheikh Abdul Fattah Taruti imitated the style of Sheikh Shahat Anwar initially, and then he developed his own style of recitation. In 1994, Sheikh Shahat Anwar contracted throat cancer, and this sidelined him from the Quranic scene. Eventually, in the year 2008, this great reciter passed away. May Allah bless him and reward him.
مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العلي العظيم.
The verses that he's going to recite are very beautiful. It begins with رب المشرقين ورب المغربين, the Lord of the two easts, Lord of the two easts and the two wests. What does Allah mean by the two easts and the two wests? Commentators have said that by two easts, Allah means the 2 points of sunrise in summer and winter. And by the two wests, it means the 2 points of sunset in summer and winter. Because, the position of the sun, actually the position of the earth in relation to the sun, is different during summer and during winter. Okay, so the place that the sun rises during summer is different from the place that the sun rises during winter. And for this reason, Allah says, Lord of the two easts and the two wests, again, the 2 points of sunset in summer and winter, which are different. Then Allah says, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, which of the bounties of your Lord do you both deny? Okay, so who is being addressed in this verse? Both of you? What does Allah mean by that? Allah means you, humans and jinn. Because humans and jinn have free will, and Allah has given them many bounties, so they're very similar to each other. They're also like human beings. The jinn are also like human beings. They will be punished for their sins, and they'll be rewarded for their good deeds. Then Allah says, مَرَجَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ يَلْتَقِيَانِ. This is a very beautiful verse. The two seas meet without them being merged, because there is a barrier in between them. مَرَجَ الْبَحْرَيْنِ يَلْتَقِيَانِ. يَلْتَقِيَانِ means that they meet. Okay? بَيْنَهُمَا بَرْزَخٌ لَا يَبْغِيَانِ. There is a barrier in between them that does not cause them to merge. For example, the salt water, because this is what the verse is about. It's about a salt water, a body of water where the water is salty, and sweet water, such as river water. When they meet, they don't merge. They don't affect each other. The salt water does not become sweet, and the sweet water or the river water does not become salty. So this is one of the miracles of Allah. 14 centuries ago, Allah has said this, and now scientists have become aware of this fact, and they have researched into this and found out that, yes, it's right. the place of meeting of two bodies of water where one of them is salty and the other one is sweet, they don't affect each other. There is a barrier in between them. Just how can we deny the signs of Allah? Just like Allah says, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Which of the bounties of Allah can we deny? There are so many bounties in this world that Allah has given us. There are so many blessings. From where do these blessings come from? They definitely come from Allah. Allah has given us these bounties and blessings, and we should not deny them. We should be thankful for the blessings and bounties that Allah has given us. Today we're going to listen to a recitation by Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar, verses 17 to 21 of Surah Ar-Rahman. Before we listen to this recitation, let's analyze this recitation in terms of Maqamat and other things that are related to Quran recitation. Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar is using Maqam Rast in this recitation. Maqam Rast is one of the most used Maqamat in the recitation of the Holy Quran. And almost all reciters use this maqam in their recitation. It's impossible to find a recitation that does not have Maqam al-Rast. Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar is an innovative reciter of the Quran, and he has come up with many innovations in Maqam al-Rast. As a matter of fact, it could be said that this is one of the best maqams that Sheikh Shahat Anwar has used. Now, what is interesting about this recitation is that at the beginning of this recitation, Sheikh Shahat recites the verse, Rabbul Mashriqayn wa Rabbul Maghribayn. He reads these two words, Mashriqayn and Maghribayn, symmetrically. He says, Rabbul Mashriqayn wa Rabbul Maghribayn. See? Mashriqayn, Maghribayn. See, he recites these two words symmetrically in the same way, using the same vocal techniques. He wants to show that these two words, okay, are similar. They are related in terms of their meaning, and also they rhyme. Okay, so whenever there are two words that rhyme or their meanings are similar, you can use this technique that Sheikh Shahat Anwar has used. Okay, he recites these two words similar to each other, almost in the exact same way. Now, Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar, he recites 3 verses together. رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ. He stops on the word برزخ, which means barrier. He wants to lay emphasis on this word because, this is what the miracle of Allah here is about. It's the barzakh, it's the barrier that is the miracle. So he keeps stopping on the word barzakh to show the listeners that he wants to draw the attention of the listeners to this word, because this is what makes, this is the miracle of Allah. This part, this barzakh, this barrier is what the miracle is all about. And so Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar stops on the word barzakh. And at the end of his recitation, Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar recites فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ in a very low register, okay? In the low register or the qarar of his voice. He probably wants to say this so that we, as the listeners of the Quran, pay heed to this word of Allah, that you should not deny the bounties of Allah, okay? Because whenever you want to advise someone, not to do something, you say it with a low tone. You don't shout at them, okay? Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar in this verse is doing the same thing, okay? He's reciting this verse with a low tone, with qarar, because he wants to show that Allah is advising us not to deny His bounties. Now let's listen to the recitation of Sheikh Shahat Muhammad Anwar, verses 17 to 21 of Surah Ar-Rahman.
مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العلي العظيم.
ذكر وموعظة ونور فيه شفاء للصدور وشفيعنا يوم النشور